and weather. Your First Alert starts now with First Alert 6 at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Mastery.
And I'm Erin Sullivan. Let's get right into our top 6 headlines at 6.
The Nebraska legislature opening the 2026 session today with a flurry of bills and resolutions. The Unicam now has 59 days left to close a $471 million deficit for this fiscal year. State law requires lawmakers to pass a balanced budget.
We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis.
A woman shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis today. Homeland Security officials say the woman tried to run over law enforcement with her SUV, calling the shooting self-defense. The city's mayor saying it was reckless and unnecessary.
Breaking tonight, one person is dead after a 3-car crash here at 72nd and Harrison. La Vista police say another person was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Intersection was shut down for hours this afternoon. It has since reopened.
One of the first bills introduced in the Unicam today, a measure to expel Amherst Senator Dan McEwen from the legislature. McEwen is accused of inappropriately touching a woman over her clothes at a party last May. McEwen claims he, quote, made a bad joke and patted the woman on her back.
Nick Reiner's arraignment on charges that he killed his parents was delayed again today after his lawyer withdrew from the case. A Los Angeles public defender takes over. He asked the court to move the arraignment to next month.
The Trump administration is unveiling a new food pyramid, and it's inverted. The widest part at the top lists fruits and vegetables, along with protein, dairy, and healthy fats. Today, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says his message to Americans is to, quote, eat real food.